How you doing, man? How's everything
I'm slow
going?
motion, man. I'm happy for you and your Knicks that y'all look good. I got to start it off by saying that because I know you a diehard Knicks fan. You come on the air just.
You don't sound sincere with that shit. You sound like
I don't
you just
sound
you
sincere
got
because
playing
my
with me.
Lakers is in Cancun.
That's
okay?
right.
I can halfway root for you. I just don't want to see Boston win. Anybody but Boston. So let's go Knicks.
All right, let me ask you this question. I mean, let's stick on basketball for just a few seconds here because I'm here to talk about, this bowl game that you got associated with Snoop, Dogg, Gin and Juice, Dr. Dre, the whole nine. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But you brought up your Lakers first. I didn't do that. What the hell happened to them, man? Well, I mean, 5 games, Denver took them out. I mean, they didn't get swept like they did in the conference finals last year, but damn, they didn't get out of the first round this year.
I'm going to tell you what we did. We softened them up for the Timberwolves. And if you're watching, you can pay attention to what I'm saying. We showed all their loopholes, all their weaknesses, and we didn't have the height to deal with them. And we didn't have the young gangster to deal with them. Now they up against somebody that's not afraid, that don't know nothing about nothing, but we just finna kill everything in front of us. I like AE. I love how he get down. We didn't have that. We had the makings of, and we had spurts of it. We had the lead. We was up by 20 and we lost.
That's right.
They beat us 2 games with last-second shots.
Right.
So that lets you know that we wasn't bad and we wasn't far off. We just didn't have that killer instinct that the Timberwolves got. When they get up, they kill. We let people come back.
How you feel about Darvin Ham getting fired?
I don't think it was his fault. But at the same time, it's like, the organization, I trust in Jeannie. I know she does what's best for the organization. And at the end of the day, that's what the results has got to be. We used to winning championships. We're not used to being knocked out in the first round, barely getting in the playoffs. Like, it's a certain, level of attention and detail that we have when it comes to Lakers. And as a fan, she knows that, as fans, we really depend on her and them to make the right moves. And no championship, no job.
I got nothing bad to say about Anthony Davis and LeBron James. LeBron James, 39 years of age, 21st season he's approaching. I mean, this brother is something special. There ain't no denying that. AD played 76 games this year. That's the first time he's done that pretty much in his career.
And he balled out.
And he balled out.
I didn't say nothing bad about him on Instagram. I usually say a little something about him. But this year I had to give him all due respect because he played his ass off. He showed up. He showed out. He came to play. He didn't have all those injuries. He didn't have those street clothes on. Charles, you got to give him a new name now. Stop with all that. Give him a new
Charles
name.
Barkley, right?
Yeah,
you can't call him street clothes no more.
You can't call him that no more, Chuck.
He showed up, but the rest of these cats did not as far as I'm concerned.
But that's why I think that bringing in the right coach who knows how to go find that young talent. This league is young. It's always been a young league. The veterans could get it to a certain level, then there's always a young somebody or a young team that come and knock them off. And it just feel like this year it's going to be a bunch of young teams playing for that ship. Because on the West, it's set up like that already. All of them teams over there is young. Everybody. The Nuggets the Nuggets is young, if you ask me. They're not old.
Right.
And then on the East, what you got? The Knicks, you got the Pacers, you got
Milwaukee, Boston.
And Cleveland just hit the hello.
Donovan put something on them.
Spider-Man.
Donovan put something on them.
There goes
But I'm looking at your Los Angeles Lakers, and I'm just saying to myself, look, I don't know what you can do because
I do. You can clear that locker room out.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the first thing you can do.
Get rid of those players.
Get rid of the ones that's not the ones.
Okay.
And find you some shooters. If we're going to have a 3-point offense that we run, we have to have 3-point shooters. When we had that team with Danny Green, Rondo, and Dwight Howard and all them, we had shooters, and we had big men, and we had a point guard.
You gave up half of them for Russell Westbrook. Kyle Kuzma, okay? Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who won a championship with Denver last year. He on their squad this year. Alex Caruso walked away in free agency, went to Chicago. That's what you gave away for Russell Westbrook.
Hey, man. Sometimes the cards don't fall where they should. It's like no disrespect to nobody with that situation. It just didn't fit. Like, I don't think we had the right coaching to write anything when it came to that because you got to know how to coach talent. One thing about great coaching, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't know how to coach it, then you just wasting time. Sometimes you got to have a coach that can coach all that talent. Look at Phil Jackson when he had the talent, what he was able to do. Look at certain coaches that you give him. I like the coach from the Nuggets. I can't front.
Mike Malone.
He cocky as fuck. I like him.
Right.
Thought he should have got thrown out.
The other day, game 2.
Because any other referee that you run in their face and cussing them out like that, but then again, I had to think. I said, oh, no, this referee saying to himself, I'm going to let you take this. You going to take this
No. He said it to his face. I mean, he wasn't thinking it. He was talking shit to him. He was like, "Get out my face. Take the." He
told him that?
I thought I heard him say, "Take this ass whipping," but I'm not sure.
Okay, because it felt like that's why he didn't do it. He was like,
Right.
you know, you trying to run to the locker room
Right.
and get out of here. Nah, you finna take all of this. I ain't throwing you out, no. And then the Murray thing, that right there threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
I got to bring it up because Patrick Beverly throw a basketball, they give him 4 games.
That's right.
He throw a towel, then he throw the other thing, which could have caused an injury.
His heat rapper, yeah.
Come on, man, you got to give him 1 game. $100,000 don't mean nothing to a man that's making $50 million.
I agree, but how would you feel if Minnesota and Denver going up against one another tonight in Game 3, and Denver's on the verge of getting swept, and what you do is you compromise them because you take out their sharpshooter.
You're not compromising. He compromised himself when he did that. This the NBA. These rules been here for a long time. You can't throw nothing on the court and get fined. You're supposed to get suspended, ejected, one of the two. It has nothing to do with the game, what type of game it is. If it's the finals, if it's the last game, your behavior is your behavior. If it was Draymond Green, what would have happened?
He would have got suspended.
For how many games? A couple.
At least a couple.
Okay, then.
Well, the playoffs are 1 game. Regular season, at least a couple.
See, you can't judge it like that. It's like when the Super Bowl, when Juju got pulled.
Right.
Man, they shouldn't have called the flag at that time. He shouldn't have held him.
Right.
A call is a call. Now, I'll say this about the referees. They make a lot of bad calls and a lot of missed calls. That, what are we going to do about that?
Yeah.
How do we fix that? At the end of the game, when they showing you the 2-minute report and all the mistakes they made, what's going to happen to them for that?
Because the 2-minute report don't mean a damn thing.
It don't.
Because you ain't doing anything. It's not like you retroactively punishing them for messing up a call or whatever. I mean, you stuck with it, so that's a problem.
They should just get rid of that because that's just making them look weaker.
Now, you my brother, and you know I got love for you, and I don't mean to depress you. I care about you. But I got to ask this question. You know, Anthony Edwards is in the West.
Mm-hmm.
Luka Doncic is in the West.
Right.
Kyrie Irving is in the West.
They are.
Denver's still in the West. They sent the Lakers home 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you look, Sacramento, hell, beat y'all 4 times in a row the regular season. Everywhere I'm looking, I mean, Oklahoma City, you see them young thoroughbreds.
We beat them 3-1.
I understand. I guess what I'm asking, Snoop, is that how hopeful are you for the future of the Los Angeles Lakers, considering what's lying in their path in the Western Conference?
I'm hopeful if we can get us a Klay Thompson.
See,
that's what
you're trying to do. You're trying to get Klay. I knew it. I knew when you told me you had something to tell me. I knew you kept that shit from me. That's who you're trying to get.
Well, his daddy is Michael.
All right,
he works for the Lakers. It's an easy transit. Just come on down the road, man. I mean, he don't fit out there no more.
He don't fit out there no more?
He don't fit out
I agree
there.
with you with that because Kuminga's out there, this cat.
They trying to minimize
Moody's
it.
out there.
Yeah, and he don't fit with them. He need to be on a team where he wide open and we love getting him that look. Right now, he fighting to get the ball.
Right.
And that ain't what he do.
I know you were happy when LeBron came to L.A., but you know what? You love Kobe forever and always. God rest his soul, the whole bit. How do you feel about how LeBron
there he
James?
go right there,
There you go. How do you feel about how LeBron James has represented Laker Nation?
He did that. In the beginning, it was tough because the Clippers kept beating our ass.
Right.
And Kawhi and them had the commercials, and they own the city. We had to listen to that shit every year. But the Clippers still don't have a ring. So you niggas is in the same spot y'all was in. We was in last time we talked.
Right.
But in the beginning, it was rough because it was like, we want a championship right now. And it didn't happen right now. And then when it did happen, they try to put an asterisk on it like, oh, it was in the bubble. It's still NBA players playing the game, no matter where you play it. If you play at the Rucker, you play at the Park. If the game is a game, you got referees and it's organized, it's a game. So we win that championship, and naturally we want more.
That's right.
Because that's what we want.
You ain't getting none no time soon.
We
you
want
know that
more.
shit, right?
So he gives us the title that he takes from Kareem, the scoring title.
Okay.
We can live with that. Then he gives us the little preseason title. We can live with that.
We
We taking all. See, we taking all that shit. Everything matters. So if the Knicks would have won that, you wouldn't be happy.
I'd be happy as hell.
Thank you. So stop playing
I'm not
there.
taking nothing away. Listen. I'm not taking the title and the bubble away from you, like George Karl, former coach, tried to do. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just simply saying, y'all, they haven't done anything. And I can't see with these young thoroughbreds how the Lakers going to be relevant in the near future.
They got to get some young dogs to match that. That's the only way you can get it is you got to match it. The league is a young league now. It's moving forward. It's fast. It's shooters. It's defenders. It's leapers. It's camaraderie. Like, them young boys, they play together. And I'm starting to notice, like, Either they had a relationship in college, they had some sort of relationship, and now they taking that relationship to the big leagues. Because when I look at the Knicks and I see them Villanova players and how they went to Philadelphia and played like they was at home.
That's right.
And the fans was there. Like, I'm watching the league change.
Right.
You would never have more fans than your fans at your stadium at a playoff game.
Damn right.
This shit changing. How's that happening? That's saying that the league is young. And then I think about Caitlin with the women's basketball. When I was watching the NCAA, I was watching men's and women, and both
She
of
was
them
doing her thing.
She was doing it.
Caitlin Clark doing that thing.
Basketball.
But not enough to knock off South Carolina and Dawn Staley.
You know, Staley got them dogs.
Yeah, she got them.
She got them dogs.
She got them. That's what it's all about.
They can
right
beat
here.
me and you right now.
Damn
Steve.
right. Well, they ain't saying much. They ain't saying much at this point. They ain't saying much. Before we go to commercial, I got to ask you this question, man. Who you got going to the finals and winning it? NBA Finals?
I got the Minnesota Timberwolves against.
It's Boston. It's got to be Boston.
Nah.
You think Boston going to lose before the finals?
Yes.
To who?
I don't think they getting out of. They may get past Cleveland, but I think the Knickerbockers can hit them. I really do.
Without Julius Randle, without
Yes.
Mitchell Robinson, without Bogdanovich?
It don't matter. That dog number 11 is a monster. He hard to deal with.
So you think Jalen Brunson is going to carry the New York Knicks to the finals?
I watched Steph Curry do the same thing. Same little point guard, moving around, dipping, dodging, shaking and baking. They didn't think he could do it. He did that.
Look, man, don't get my hopes up, bro.
I'm just telling you
Don't
what
do
I
this to me,
seen.
man.
I didn't believe it when I seen Steph do it. I watched him play
But
against.
Steph pulling up from 40.
But I'm saying when it happened, right? We was watching it happen just like you watching it happen with your team right now. You watching how he's showing up, and the games that y'all lost them games.
That's
They
true.
didn't beat y'all.
That's true. That's true.
It's
But
a big difference.
It wasn't beat on one leg, though. It wasn't beat on one leg. Maxi's no joke, and now you got a situation where you look like a damn infirmary.
Yeah, you can't coach the other team, Stephen. You only coach your team.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
I don't care what's in your locker
all right.
room.
Are you ready for this one? Who's the new face of the NBA?
The new face of the NBA.
I think this is an easy one.
Anthony Edwards, off the rip.
He on another level.
And he a
bro.
classy guy.
He on another level.
He's a classy guy. Like, you got to respect his get down. Like, he know what this game is. Like, him challenging KD and doing all that. Then when they asked him about Jordan and all them and how he deferred, like just the way he carry himself. No off-the-court situations,
Right.
just a baller. He's a great actor, too.
That's right. Yes, he is. He did a great job in Hustle. Oh, he was fantastic in that movie.
He was. He made me like him. I didn't know who he was, and I seen that movie. I'm like,
He can act.
Then I seen him in the USA balling with them, and I'm like, okay, they need to put him on the team with the big dogs when they go back to Paris,
Right.
so he can get some redemption because he ain't had too much